You said you said that you ended a streak.
Oh, I was going to get right to that, baby. You didn't catch the pun in that?
I don't know. I was listening to some big pun while I was trying to catch the pun in it, and nothing came to mind.
Alan, we had a conversation a few weeks ago before the switch over to the old middle class holes here, where we were talking about things that I had never done as an adult, and you guys were more than willing to admit it happened to you on multiple occasions. A 29-year streak came to an end while I was at work just 2 days ago. What do you think it was, Alan?
Did you shit yourself?
I shit my pants, friends.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, yeah, go on.
And it was the best part about it, because I told you I wasn't feeling well. I've had this breathing issue, and my stomach was all aflutter, and I thought I was having a heart attack at one point. But I was out on the route. I was doing my daily duties, and then I did a little more duty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet you did.
He's been sitting on that joke all week.
Oh,
I was sitting on it all day on Tuesday. No, but here's the thing. This was not one of those moments where I was like trying it out. I just thought I had to fart. Now you have to remember too that it's been like 100% humidity here in Maryland, and it was probably, I think that day it was 99 degrees on that temperature gauge thingamajigger, and I thought I just had some sweat running down my butt crack, and I was just like, okay, I got to fart. Like nothing that I would. Again, I have not shit my pants since 7th grade. Perryville Middle School, Ms. Renwick's class, home economics.
Ooh.
Have not shit myself since then. And then I just thought I was just letting out a little toots, and a little Tootsie Roll came out.
Oh, was it a Tootsie Roll or a Tootsie Splatter?
Well, at the time, it felt like a full bowel movement was going into my pants. Because you got to remember, in almost 30 years, I've never had one leak across the line. And this was coming out. This was coming out for the finish, baby. But it wasn't as bad. I didn't panic. In fact, I started laughing hysterically because I remembered us talking about it just recently, and all I could think is, "Oh, I can't wait to tell the guys I shit my pants today."
yes.
Streak. I get it now. Yeah, it certainly makes sense. But yeah, man, I'd say I'm a little more cognizant of it. Now, at the ripe age of 37, I'm a little more, obviously not as trusting of my farts or my flatulence as I used to be. But there was a time where about once a year, it's not nearly as much anymore, but about once a year, it's just like, oh, you, and that was that. That was all she wrote.
Well, here was my strategy, by the way, and I'd like you guys to grade me on this. So I instantly realized that there was like literal shit coming out of my ass into my underwear. So first thing I did, and you got to remember, I drive a truck. So I went ahead and I'm sitting in front of my mailbox that I'm servicing, and I sat up off of my ass. I finished putting said mail in boxes, closed the doors, and then I gently put it into drive, and I pulled about 10 feet away from the mailboxes. Did not sit down. Put it in park. Instantly stood all the way up. Went to the back of the truck, closed the slider door that separates me from the front of the vehicle, took my pants off, took my underwear off, used the leggings of my boxer briefs to then wipe my butt thoroughly.
Okay.
Then I had a plastic bag where my water bottles were, emptied the water bottles out, put the underwear in the bag, tied it off, and then went commando for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I would say A or A minus, only because you had the fortunate, you were in a fortunate situation where you were driving a truck that was also under the camouflage of no windows or anything. Yeah. I mean, but that's not your fault. That's not your fault. You took evasive action. You mitigated quickly. Seems like you were pretty thorough in the cleanup job, and on to a point where you were willing to empty something that you were using for recycling. Yeah, man, that's like I said, I'll give you an A.
It's pretty efficient.
Okay. Alan, what could I have done better in your opinion?
I mean, I don't know, man. That was pretty solid. I mean, Wes clearly has a suggestion for you, so I'll let him get there.
I would have disposed of the boxer briefs in the next mailbox. That would have been the boop.
Fair.
That was definitely a plan. But then you got to remember I pick out my clothing, especially my undergarments in the morning, based on the weather. And so when it's going to be hot and I know there's going to be like sweat dripping down the nave of my back, like I'm like, all right, I need some good cotton absorbent underwear. That was one of my favorite pair of boxer briefs. Oof. I was going to throw them away in somebody's trash can on the way by, do a nice little roll and throw. But then I was like, I got this bag, man. And if I don't smell shit in the next 5 minutes, they're coming home with me, baby. And I brought them. So I took them with me all day. I went to Wawa and I got another drink. And that means I got another bag.
Mm-hmm.
Double
bagged them. Yeah, see, that's solid. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I tied that bag so tight that there was still air in it. Like it was like a balloon. Like I couldn't even squeeze the air out. I'm like, hey, we're good now.
Yeah. So now your wife's gonna have to wash that.
I put it in the washer myself.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's the least you can do. You can't just be shitting yourself and be like, all right, thanks, baby.
Wifey.
I never told her. The only people I'm telling is you people. I'm not going to tell anybody else outside of this until I'm drunk at a party.
Hopefully no one's listening. Speaking of no one's listening. Well, that's it. Yeah, and so let's see here. Carry the one. 27 years?
For what?
You said you were in 7th grade, right? So you were 13?
Seventh grade makes you what?
13.
7 plus 5, 12.
No, like 12. Yeah.
12 if you have a late birthday.
Well, mine's the middle. Mine's June 29th.
Yeah, and Alan's in December.
So thanks for all the happy birthday wishes, assholes. And I just turned 41, so that's 29 years.
Whoa. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.